Hello everyone, welcome back to Study Sip Save. This is my July paycheck, so budget with me in YNAB. YNAB, or You Need a Budget, is a budgeting software that's kind of very intuitive once you get the hang of it. But in this video, essentially, you're going to see me budget my paychecks if you haven't watched one of my videos before. So this is my end of July paycheck, so I get paid monthly. I'm from the UK, so I'm salaried annually but get a monthly paycheck, which is why my videos are a bit more infrequent than other people who use YNAB, since YNAB comes from is US based. A lot of the actual people who use it are from the US as well, so you might see some of their videos come out because people tend to have more weekly or bi-weekly paychecks, so hopefully that's okay on my end that I don't have as many frequent ones. But yeah, this is my July 2025 paycheck. You'll see it at the top of the screen. This money that I have in green is my paycheck ready to assign. So this is after taxes, after my pension payout, a little bit of student loan payout. Unlike student loans in the US, our student loans are taken straight from our paycheck, so anything we earn above a certain amount, I forgot what it is for my tier, but I think about 30 months gets paid out of my paycheck at the moment, and that goes towards my student loan, but I rack up more interest than I do paying it off at the moment, and after 30 years it gets wiped anyway, so I'm not too worried about it at the moment. You only really have to worry about it when you start paying more back than you actually owe, which is when you get significantly higher salary. I think it's probably a salary above 80 to 90,000 pounds a year, or over 100. So we'll see if I ever reach that. But for now, it's not something I'm prioritizing. So yeah, just to give you a bit more information about what comes out of here. So yeah. Taxes and national insurance as well comes out. So let's get started. I always start by clicking the current check. I need to update these views because I've added a few more categories, and I need to change it so I can actually have more accurate information of what to add. But I always start most of the time, when I remember, with rent. So I put £600 here, and then let's scroll down. £30. That's let's add £10 here to make that 40. Transportation, I'm going to add 70 because I'm going into work next week. And then let's add 10 here. Cover this overspending from ready to assign. This is just some toiletries that I've got. I think that was brow gel and cotton pads. Let's cover all of my giving categories. Pretty sure there's some more, so let's go back to all. There we go. Add 10 there. How's this going? Yeah, let's scroll all the way up to the top. Let's check it again. Nothing in holding. Credit card is all up to date. That's up to date. That's up to date. That's up to date. Yep, those are up to date. Groceries, transportation, work meals, toiletry. Let's add 5 here. Close this. Sinking funds, I always do these last. The wants, I always do last. So let's go out of that. Events and travel. You would have noticed since last time I've taken something out of this, which is my trip to Paris for a wedding. This is because we've had the wedding, but I didn't actually have to use any of the money. So that has just been redispersed around my budget, whether that's creating these categories or covering some overspending or adding on to new categories. So I've left these. So there's a few things here. So we've got a celebration dinner in autumn or winter, a trip to see a friend, and 2 kind of trips I want to take next year. So this one will just be just a regular kind of holiday in spring. I haven't been on a proper holiday in a while. Although I did just go to Paris, but that was for a wedding, so that wasn't really a holiday. I didn't stay there for that long. I only stayed there for I think 2 nights. But I'm going back to Paris, and that will hopefully be a bit more of a holiday style or weekend break, so I've added that as well. These aren't like fixed things, these are just nice to have things, so if I do need to move some money around, I will. I think giving's all done, and Wish Farm, I'll leave that to the end as well. Let's go on to August. Scroll to the top. Just need to cough. Right, now we go to month before check, and let's expand these. So always do 200 in here, and that means we are 50, 59, we're at 62%. 62% of the way to a... Now see, I've made a mistake here. I'm not sure if this is 62% of the way to... Yeah, I think that's 62% of the way to our 6-month emergency fund, which is like my main goal at the moment, to get a fully funded 6-month emergency fund. I started, you can see here, with just 1 month. Then I built it up to 3 months, and then I'm building up to 6 months. I would like to get a 12-month, but I'm not sure if that's going to be really necessary. So I think 6 months is good to aim for, and then I'll build it up a bit slower to 12 months. So that's my emergency fund. Council tax is done. This is my phone bill. We've got cloud storage. This is Canva. My Spotify family plan. Online courses now. Groceries, we want £40 per week. Let's do 120. Might need to add a little bit more. I'm going to add 20 more. And then this, transportation, I'm going to add 210 to this. This I'm going to add 30. Toiletry is 15. And then we'll add our dental. This is to, we're fully funded now for a hygienist appointment. So I'm going to do that, and then I will save for a checkup after that, because I always feel like when you go for a checkup that they always tell you to go to the hygienist anyway, so I'm just going to go to the hygienist first, and then in 6 months I'll do a checkup. Let's go to all, because I know there's some missing. Right, this to pay for my laptop. These will get funded with my next month paycheck. All of these. Let's put 10 here. 9.48. This one. 21.98 for my TV subscription. Annual Prime, I'm saving up for that, so it's cheaper in the long run, saves me a little bit of money, although it's not that much. YNAB annual as well. Coffee I don't need to fund until, I think I changed it to October now. I haven't really been needing it because I've kind of not drank as much coffee recently. Groceries is fine, transportation good, work meals, yes, yes, yes. Then let's cover events and travel, cover these underfunded ones, and cover the giving categories as well. Why is this? Why does that have £10 in it already? Let me zero this out and then do it again. Fully fund these categories. Will I need to fund this? This will need to be funded on my next paycheck. Nothing's going on in August, so that's fine. And then Wish Farm, that's fine as well. And then I need to go to September and do one of my bills, which is council tax, and put in half of this. And that's everything. So let's go back to today. What do I want to do with all of this? Right, let's go to let's go to here, spending stash. Let's add 20 here, 15 here, 5 there. I need to add some money next month for nails, 50 here, and this is fully funded. Let's go to August. Nothing here, nothing here. Should I do half of these? This loan here wasn't exactly a loan, it's just we were in debit for our energy, but they take a higher amount each month. So in the summer our bill is actually less, but we pay the same amount, so then in the winter it kind of makes up for the credit for the winter. But because we started in the summer, they estimated our bills to be quite lower, so they had to increase it. Should I fund half? Let's fund half of these, and then if I need to move money out, I can do that. Let's just do those. And then go down to, have I got enough? Yes. Yes, 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 done. Let's add some money here. 50 here, 60 here, 25 here, and then I'm going to need for my nails, I think I want to get my acrylics soaked off because I got acrylics for the wedding, so a soak off and kind of shape and polish. It's about 25, I think, however I'm not 100% positive on that one. Haircut's fully funded. I'm going to get a haircut at the end of August. All of these are funded. What else should I do? And why is this? Why does this look so weird? Is it because it's that one? Was it that? I swear it wasn't 30. Refill up to let's do 70. That's more like it. Let's add 167. There we go. I'm not sure why that was like that. Maybe I changed it. No idea. We'll have to look at that again sometime. but I have 86.30 left. There's something I need to do, which is buy some office clothes, and that should go here. 86.30. Let's also add, I need some office trainers too. All of my trainers are quite dirty, so let's put these here, and I don't know how much they're going to be, so I'm going to say 100. And okay, yeah, let's take this out like that. I swear they won't be 100. Let's just add 98, 89, and take 111 off of this. Probably won't need that. But we shall see. I think that's everything. Is that everything? Did I fund this? Yes, I did. Yeah, that's everything. I feel like this is a pretty short video, so thank you so much for watching. I know I said last time I was going to do a six-month roundup, so the first half of the year. I haven't done that yet because I've had so much to do, been so busy, but that is on my list to do, so we shall do that soon. But thank you so much for watching my July 2025 paycheck with me, and I hope you have a good rest of your day wherever you are. See you next time.